Hi guys, this is Anuj. I'm working as a security consultant at KPMG India, and you guys know me as a ray of hope. I recently take a CRTP exam, and I'm gonna share my experience with you guys. What are the challenges I faced because I was an application security guy, and now I thought to start my journey to learn Active Directory. And definitely, I can say CRTP was the best choice I had. Basically, in through this video, I'll try to cover what are the prerequisites, what are the things which I missed, exam challenges, and if you're planning to take, what are the consideration that you should have in your mind. So, the first important thing, CRTP is indeed a beginner friendly, active directly kind of paper. I mean, exam certification base you should opt for. However, there are some prerequisites that you should learn before opting for the certifications. Like, if you do not know anything about Active Directory, I would suggest you that there is a course, Active Directory course, Active Directory Domain Service, ADDS, Administration, that is from Microsoft, which was suggested by one of my friend. And I can tell you that will build your understanding that how exactly the AD things work. You would come to know that how Active Directory domain service works, how the forest and domains work, how the domain controller works, how you can manage Active Directory domain services, controllers, and forest, everything inside it, and how those are interlinked with each other. So that will build your understanding from the admin perspective. Eventually, that has nothing to do with the exam. But again, I'm talking about what are the prerequisites that one should need it, right? So this course is absolutely free from Microsoft, which is ADDS, Active Directory Domain Service from Microsoft Administrator. You should go and take. Second, second consideration which I would suggest that Nikhil sir has covered in depth about in the videos. You have videos of each of the module. Probably I can tell you my genuine feedback that what you are going to learn through the video, whatever Nikhil's sir is trying to teach us, right? Probably it will not be the same replica in the exam. Exam could be little different because what I observed from my experience, uh sir was like trying to Nikhil sir cover in depth about all the pattern, but again, those there are some sort of steps that was missing somewhere. So for that you have labs, you have like you have 40 videos, and then you have labs, 20 plus labs which you can practice. Again, if you are taking like going to no if you are going to take the lab or practice lab for the very first time, my suggestion would be just try to practice as much as you can. At least you should practice twice and thrice, because let me tell you, you know, Hagan, you know about you know what is forest, what is controllers, what is children's domains. But let me tell you, when the real scenario will come, even if you have watched Nikhil's videos like 4 times or 5 times, but at the time, suppose in exam you have seven six labs, right? You will have the student VM, and you have to achieve the finance domain controller, and from there you will get the flag, right? So this is the journey you have for CRTP. But even if you are at the level of a student VM, you may come across multiple challenges, because I come across the same. And again, sometimes we make a, like no, we just assume a lot. Like when I was trying to escalate it, when I was in student VM, I was thinking, okay, there is a Windows security, I should go ahead and bypass the firewall and turn it off. That is what I thought for the very first time. And that is why it took me almost 25 hours plus one extra hours in order to complete the exam. Why? Because even a silly mistakes can waste your time. Now, what are the mistakes which I made during the exam? The first, I should have consult with few of the other folks who recently take the exam, right? Then I should have understanding that what are the mistake that they had made, so I should not repeat, and that can save my time. Second, if you are getting stuck in the lab, suppose you are so sure about the tools or the command you're using, but the error is persistent, right? So at that point of time, you should not waste your time more than 5 to 10 minutes. Go ahead and restart the particular VM, and again, then you can try to access and see if those command is working or not. Probably it should work. Now, when I was the very first step, that was a student BM, there is a shared folder. Uh, I was trying to install the tool, right, from my main system to the, like in RDP, but it was getting blocked all the time. And I was like, why it is getting blocked? So this is where the basic understanding of AD comes in act, comes in understanding. Suppose it is blocking you in the C drive, you can create a new folder, probably in C drive, which was there, right? So what I complete my say, what next? I'm confused. Is master CRTP as best one I should. See, the rainbow, like, see, if you are looking for, it depends, like whether you want to be into offensive. We talk about a lot, whether it is AD, whether it is like AppSec, whether it is like what are you on, that only you can decide which certification you can pursue, right? I mean, it's never about certification. Again, I took certification CRTP almost 2 years of corporate experience. I was always into application security, but now I wanted to enhance my skill into AD. Therefore, I opted for it. So again, what are your goals? If it is aligning with you, then you can pursue for it. But again, as far as I see that you recently completed CH theoretical, you can, if you are confused about whether to pursue CH master and ECTHP, first you need to figure it out whether you want to learn AD, whether you want to learn BAVE or Android or iOS or anything else. Then you can decide. Now, guys, come back to the topic. So there, when I install the tool, like we have a tool called InvisiCells, right? InvisiCells. So that is because until unless you do not install it, Power View in your share folder, you would not be able to escalate, right? So whatever way I was trying, it was blocking me. Then somehow I imported Power View in the shared folder, and you already know you can bypass by ep bypass. You can do, sir told us one command which was run with registered the non admin bat, that was the batch file, right? So you can consider any sort of bypass, actually. Okay, it's nothing to build. It is not like SOC people is monitoring. Again, if you are into real time AD environment, that's a different scenario. But here it is nothing. It is about building your skills, right? Like how you wanna do that. So when I like get stuck there, I tried multiple ways. First, I was trying to do with firewall bypass, and eventually that was one of the stupid things which I did. Right. So then after a few couple of hours, I figured it out that what was my mistake, and then eventually I imported the tool, and then again here again one thing comes in action. What are your goals? Whether you are so expert, means you understand the AD really well, you have taken or you have audited multiple clients for AD, or you have worked on AD, then your approach could be different. But my approach was is not directly jump into exploitation part, but the enumeration. So when I'm talking about enumeration, I'm talking about you can get the domain information, you can get the group policy, then you can try to browse for tickets, domain controller information and all. You can enumerate it as much as you can, right? So once you have all those details, probably you will have the passport for a student admin account like a local admin, then you can turn off the VM. Till this point everything thing was really good. But as soon as I completed my, I got the access of AD, I mean local admin. I was like, it was again difficult. So then I requested the TGT ticket again. I would not get into whole process. How did I do that? But that was a process. Again, there will be one challenges, guys. I talk about there are six machines in CRTP. The first one is a student VM. Then you have management service. You have tech service. You have admin service. Then you have tech domain controller, and at last you have financial domain controller. Right. So these are the machines you have. So once you access the management tech, probably you are inside a different system. So probably you would not be able to install the tools, right? There, like obviously to request the ticket granting ticket, you would need to install the mimic ads, right? So again, just don't waste time over there. Try whatever way, I'm not gonna say what way I used, but try whatever way you wanna say and import it, and then you are done. So this is where also I got stuck, so I'm just telling you. Okay, so this once you done with this, and probably you can also in between, if you want, you can use the bloodhound. When I talk about bloodhound, I did come across one of the challenges that when I was using bloodhound. Okay, you also, I mean, when I was using Found actually, I was like, where it is located, right? Right. So there, little bit of understanding of Windows command is also important, because consider you have a folder or you have a tool which is 6 or 10 directory back, right? So and you don't know actually about this, about where it is stored actually. So you should know like these commands, like you already know what are the tools you have, right? So you should also know how to find those tools shortcut, because when you are going to use Found, it is not available in the bloodhound folder. You will need to go out almost like a 10 like a directory back in order to access those domain controller, I mean those Found tools actually. So these are the some challenges that you need to see. And again, one more thing, when you going to use Rubik's, you will also come across some challenges, because I did come across sometimes. One of the best thing I would suggest you, suppose when you become local admin to management server service, right? When you are able to get the access, always make your local user like a local user in like in add a local user in every group. So this will save your time. I mean, now local user have access of everything. So sometimes if due to light or due to internet or anything, if there is a disconnection, you would still get everything, because you are making your local user like a group of every user, right? So these are the some experience I have had with the CRTP, and I can certainly say that it was the really cool exam that built my basis for Active Directory, and that is what I wanted to share. I hope it may help you guys. Thank you.